Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's that time of year where it is the Sephora Vib sale coming up. I will put the dates on the screen for you guys in case you don't know when you are to shop, but they do have different dates depending on the level you are at Sephora. And this year for Rouge, they're actually bumped up the spring sale from 15% to 20%. So we've been asking for this for quite a while, and this spring we do get that extra 5% off. A lot of people always think that, isn't it 20%? No, it's usually 15 for spring, but this year we get 20 for Rouge. So I'm really happy that they bumped it up for us, and I have a bunch of recommendations. I wanted to come up with things that I haven't told you guys in my previous videos. If you have seen my other recommendations videos, I still recommend those products, but I speak of those literally all the time. So I wanted to share with you guys the cream of the crop right now, just what I absolutely love and recommend to you that I have not mentioned in one of these videos before, because I didn't want to repeat myself, and there's a ton of new products that I think you guys should definitely check out, save a little bit of money on. So if you want to see all the things that I recommend for the Sephora Vib sale, then just keep watching. For the sale, I always tend to shop in 3 different categories for myself. Repurchases is number 1. Then I tend to look into luxury and see if there's something in that category that I can save some money on. And then I go to something new that I haven't tried. And that's kind of how I shop the sale. I do like to first go ahead and do any of my repurchases that I need to pick up. And surprisingly enough, I don't have anything that I need for the sale, but I do have one luxury item that I really want. So if you want to check out my wish list, I'm going to leave it down below for you guys to peruse at your will, but we're going to go with my recommendations. And the first thing, which is actually fairly new to me, that I got from Sephora, and I wanted something like this for quite some time. And I think if you were looking for something like this as well, they have it at Sephora, and I just couldn't wait to show you guys this first. And it is a brush easel. Before, they only had the set that you could purchase, the huge set that came with this easel, but now they are selling it separately, which I'm so happy, because I do have quite a few of these Sephora brushes that I have purchased, and I didn't need to pick up the set because I've been buying them individually for a little bit now. So this is the brush easel. It's like a book as well, so easy to travel. And then I just have a bunch of my favorite brushes in here. This is great if you're a working artist or just want to have your brushes neatly organized on hand. I think this is perfect. And the fun thing about this is that it does turn into an easel. Then to make it so that it stays up, you just have to pull this tight, and that's how it works. Super easy to do and really convenient for traveling. So now it becomes a stand, and I just think it's perfect. I sit this right at front when I'm doing any kind of tutorial or look, and all my brushes are on hand, easily accessible. I can see them all. If by chance I happen to do someone's makeup, which is family and friends only at this point, take this along with me and have it on a stand, easy to access any of my brushes. So regardless of whether you just love makeup, working makeup artist, anything, this is my first recommendation because I just love anything that can keep me organized, and this just makes me happy. So this was something that I found recently that they started to sell separately, and I'm so happy they did. If you are a makeup artist, you can put your little business card in here as well. I just think it's perfect. Something I wanted to mention first, because I don't feel like anyone else is going to mention that in a recommendations video, because I feel like sometimes it's all the same, but I do have some unique pieces in this recommendation video for you guys, because that's my number 1. I might actually get a second one just because I have a bunch of brushes I really love. I just feel like both of them would look really good sitting here. But I do have a brush I wanted to recommend. I always recommend a brush in my recommendations because it's a great time to start building your makeup brush set. This is my number 1 highly recommended brush, and normally I don't go for dual-ended brushes, but this one is an exception. I made an exception for it because it's that good. For someone like me who honestly does not like dual-ended brushes, to actually recommend one is a big deal. So this is a fantastic brush. I always use this to apply my foundation, and then flip it over. You can use this for concealer, and it blends out products seamlessly on the face. It's super easy, great for every day, and it's the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection number 7. It's the number 1 brush I recommend right now because it's the one that I use the most. And I just think it's fantastic to get the job done quickly, beautifully, airbrushed. It's perfect. So another recommendation. Now moving into more of the beauty products. Those were my accessories I wanted to mention first. I think fragrance is another category that I feel like is really nice to check out during the sale if you're looking for a new fragrance. And my favorite all-time #1 favorite fragrance that I could recommend to you guys is from Jo Malone, and it is the Mimosa and Cardamom. This is so good. I will put the notes on the screen for you. They're fairly simple, but it works for this. It's just the most beautiful fragrance. It smells like happiness in a bottle, and if you want to know what my signature scent is, this is it. I want everything to smell like this, and that leads me to my wish list, which there's only one thing that I really, really want, and it is the body cream with this scent in it. I cannot get enough of this, you guys, so that is on my wish list. I'll link it down below for you, but it has the Mimosa and Cardamom scent. Layering the two, I think, will be beautiful, and I've been collecting all the things that come in this scent because Jo Malone is quite pricey, so I just kind of spread it out, save up for them. But this is something, if you're looking to splurge and get yourself a new fragrance, I highly, highly recommend this one. This is my favorite, all-time favorite fragrance. Speaking of things that smell incredible, if you saw my Patrick Ta beauty review, this will come as no surprise. The scent in this is top 5 all time favorite scent, pretty close to the Mimosa and Cardamom. I'm not gonna lie, this to me smells so perfect, and just I can't even describe it. I need this in a fragrance. Honestly, it could even take the place of my Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom, and that's how much I love this scent in here. And it is the Patrick Ta for Body Major Glow Body Oil, and I got it in It's a Dream. It's quite similar to my Tom Ford Beauty one. I swatch it in my review video so you guys can see. This gives a beautiful glow to the body, hydrates the skin. It has good hydrating properties in it. It's less expensive than the Tom Ford, looks virtually the same, has a better scent to it in my opinion. And it's just stunning. It looks so good. I have just a little bit on my body right now, not too much, because when I wear my hair down, I don't tend to wear these oil products too much. My hair doesn't stick to my skin or anything. It's just something that I just like my hair up when I really go to town with this product, you know? But this I would highly recommend, especially going into summer if you want to really glow and smell amazing. Highly, highly recommend this. Another thing that's always nice to pick up during the sale is your skincare. And the products that I currently love and use every single night are the Ole Henriksen Transform Plus line. We have the Glow Cycle Retin Alt Power Serum and the Goodnight Glow Retin Alt Sleeping Creme. And I love this because my face cannot stand retinol, and this is a retinol alternative. So it has all those amazing benefits of retinol for your skin. But if you are very sensitive to it like I am, I would highly recommend looking into this. It is a plant-based retinol alternative, and it has done amazing things for my skin. I'll put everything it does on the screen for you, but I recommend both of them. And I say that because there's actually a set on Sephora right now that has the two in it, and you save so much money. So if you ever wanted to try this and heard me talk about these, get the set. You'll thank me later. You're saving money, you're getting both of them, and it's just such a good deal. They also have this Belif set that I highly recommend Belif as well. If you ever wanted to check out their moisturizer, I always talk about it. It's in this set, and you can try a bunch of their other products, and it's just a really good value if you're looking for some new skincare to try. I've tried everything in it, absolutely love it, and would recommend that set. I was trying to look for the best things on Sephora for you guys, and the Ole Henriksen, that Belif set for skincare would be my top picks. Another new product that I have been using and loving is the new Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist, and it smells like oranges. It's so nice on the skin. If you want to have a dewy look to your skin, you need to try this. So if you're looking for a new setting spray to really give yourself a glow, I highly recommend this one. It's been working out so nicely for me. I have a ton of glow products if you're looking to glow this season, but this one is another one that I really recommend. It's been so nice for the skin, and it smells incredible. A primer that I've been using and loving, and want to get the big size because initially I saw the small size that they had, and it's the Stellar Brilliant Primer. So I went ahead and purchased the small one, and I fell in love with it. So if you are curious about this primer specifically, if you heard about it and really wanted to try it, I would recommend getting the small one first, like I did, and see if you like it. But it gives yourself a glow, but also smooths your skin. So I find that any kind of smoothing primer typically is more mattifying, and rarely do I ever find a primer product that is both radiant and smoothing, and this does that for me. So that's something that I want. I don't want to make myself look dull because I do have dry skin. I want that radiance, but I also need the smoothing just because I do have fairly large pores, and this has been working out really great for me. Can still get that glow without looking matte and smooth my pores. So they do have a bigger one, as I said. That's the small guy, so if you're wanting to try it out like me first, check out the small one. Another new product that I have fallen in love with, the formula. You guys know, if you watch my channel, I'm a bronzer girl. I'm obsessed with bronzers, and this is a new one that I've just been dying over. It is from Fenty Beauty, and it's the Stalk'r Instant Warmth Bronzer. A lot of these were really warm from the swatches, and I actually liked how this looked on deeper skin tones. It pulled more neutral when I saw it swatched, so that's why I was drawn to the color, because granted, it does look warm here. I find it warm, but more on the neutral warm side, so it's not orange or looks too warm on my skin. Even when I don't have a tan like I do right now, I have this bronzer on, and it just warms up the skin perfectly without being too warm, you know? And this, I think, was the third darkest, but I still find this works really well for my skin tone. So even when I have a tan, perfect. I probably like it a bit more, but even though I'm more fair right now than typical, the color works for me, and it's in Caramel Cutie. And that's the one that I really recommend from the Fenty Beauty line. She came up with a bunch of different colors, and this one is my pick. And another bronzer that I have been loving inside this palette is the shade Caramel from Benefit. And this one is much more warm, and I was shocked that I like this one. And this is from the Cheekleader Bronze Squad palette. And this one I recommend over the two they have, though I recommend both of them. This is my personal favorite because obviously I'm more of a bronzer than blush. So it has two of the bronzers, Hula Caramel. Caramel's a new shade, and they came out with highlighters, Cookie being a new highlighter, which I have on my skin, and it's just been my favorite highlighter lately. So I've been using this a ton, literally every single day. I've been using this palette, one shade or another in here. It's just been my go-to. So this would be an all-over recommendation. If you're looking for a bronzer and blush, plus highlight, this is really good, and you're saving money by getting that all in here because it's a really insane value for this. Definitely one of my top recommendations. However, if you're just looking for a blush, I have been loving and using the Buxom blushes. I have a bunch of the colors, but Seychelles is my favorite. It has a glow to it, and it's fairly neutral, but I've been pairing this, I have this on my skin right now, but I've been pairing it with the Benefit palette, the blushes in there, and just putting some of these colors just to give it a little bit more glow. But these ones I find are really long lasting, so if you're looking for a blush that has some good punch to it, good wear, then I would definitely recommend these. They have a bunch of colors. I hope they come out with more because it's honestly one of my favorite blush formulas ever. It's so good. So those are the Wanderlust Primer-Infused blushes. They really do stand the test of time and feel like last more than other blushes. And then for the eyes, I've been loving the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. It's what I have on my eyes right now, and more often than not, this is what I've been wearing. And I like it because it can create really simple everyday look like this, and I love the colors in it. I really love Yacht Estate Coastline just for an everyday look, but I can really create some beautiful fun looks using this palette, which I have been, and just even if I do a look like this, popping a pink or a purple underneath the lash line and these fun really shimmery shades, I just think it's so fun. So it's gotten me out of my everyday neutral zone with putting in some brights like this in a palette like this. I find it still wearable, though it has those brights. So the formula is really good. One of my favorite that Anastasia has come out with. I think this is better than a lot of the palettes. I typically pick up all of them. This next to the Makeup by Mario my favorite palette she has done. So if you haven't purchased that yet, I would definitely get it during the sale. It's a limited edition one, so one worth checking out. And then I have 2 lip products and we're done. I wanted to keep it really concise for this video, but if you have a specific thing you would like a recommendation for, just leave it in the comments and I'll let you know what I would pick out, whether it be a concealer, foundation, something that you're looking to pick up during the sale. I'd be more than happy to help you. And if you want to see all my recommendations, I can just fit that in the description box as well. So just let me know and I can definitely write that out for you. But we have 2 lip products that I have been absolutely loving, and the first is from Bare Minerals, which I was kind of surprised that I love this formula so much. It was just a surprising launch for me. I heard nothing about it and then I was trying these out and just fell in love. And this is in the shade Peony, and these are a long wearing lipstick formula, and they don't dry out your lips. They don't make them look crusty. They make them look smooth. It's just the perfect matte formula. And I have that underneath my gloss, which I'm recommending to you guys, which I fell in love with as well. This is from the new Patrick Ta beauty line, and it's in the shade She's an Influencer. It has this beautiful pink shimmer in it. It is a translucent base, so it's not going to be as pigmented as you see, but just a light coat of this on the lips, just so pretty. It has the sweet mint scent that I love. So I've been rocking these 2 together separate. They've just been my favorite, so I had to mention those 2 lip products as my absolute favorites in my recommendations. So I tried to keep it concise, as I said. So that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this recommendation video. I love doing these seasonally when they have the sales in both spring and fall. I think these are really helpful. I love watching them myself. And if you have any specific requests as to things I would recommend, just hit me up in the comments and I will get back to you with what I would recommend for whatever category you're looking for, because I could go on and on with this video, but I wanted to keep it concise to the really unique, best of the best products I feel that you guys should definitely check out for this spring to save some money on. Let me know what you plan on picking up, what you would recommend to me. You guys give me the best recommendations, so please shoot them down below. I'd love to check them out as well. I'll also have the dates in the description box in case you forget in the video, so you can easily navigate there to see when you get to shop, what coupon code you need to use, and if anything changes, I will let you guys know. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.